do that. And also, we're back to square one in terms of suspects because the Saudi suspect has been ruled out. Even though they did a search warrant, he's been cooperating, and they have found nothing in his apartment.
I don't know that he's. I haven't heard that, Steve, that he's been ruled out. What we heard earlier was that they had no hits based on the evidence that they received so far. They said he was cooperating, but I didn't hear officially that he had been ruled out yet.
I heard that from a senior law enforcement source about a half hour ago, that was the words he ruled out. That was the words he used, that he was ruled out.
Well, that is a significant development if it is the case. So
if it is the case.
Then let me ask you, Steve, how do they go about, I mean, obviously, in the wake of 9/11 and everything we've seen since, I think most Americans' mind goes to Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda affiliated or inspired groups when they see something like this. But how do we go about proving it?
Well, it's very difficult. First of all, claims of responsibility. As Catherine pointed out, there hasn't been a claim of responsibility. It doesn't mean there won't be in the future, or it doesn't mean there hasn't been on an obscure Al-Qaeda website. And the NSA is going through lots of these sites, as well as going through signal intelligence intercepts that they, in the last several weeks, that may have referred to some type of bombing. They also have access to all the video cameras that are new, basically, in the last decade in cities across the United States, especially in Boston, in commercial videos as well as municipal videos, so they can see who might have planted the bomb. They're also going to all the pharmacy stores, all the chemical stores, all the stores that might sell improvised explosives to see who might have purchased them. And also the actual fragments, which were nails and ball bearings, which is a hallmark, by the way, of jihadist suicide bombings. Those seem to have been purchased in the United States. They're going to try to find that out. So they've got a lot of tools to work with, but a lot of legwork and a lot of shoe work to go through.
Yeah. And on the other hand, you have a week in which historically we've had, unfortunately, more than our fair share of domestic terrorism. You know, April 19th, from Columbine to Waco, at the Oklahoma City bombing, and so on. So, there is a possibility it's not a foreign jihadist group. But, Steve, I mean, what does it tell you? If it is an Al-Qaeda inspired or linked or, jihadist type group behind this, what does it say to you?
Well, remember that those domestic extremist groups, the white extremist groups, or individuals used guns to carry out their attacks, and then they committed suicide or they were caught. This is the first
Oklahoma
time since
City was a truck bomb.
That's actually very true. But this is the first time since 9/11 that an actual bombing has occurred successfully. The FBI is protected, and the United States with a protection rate of 98%, infiltrating all of the Islamic terrorist groups and other groups to stop these types of bombings.
That is so important to remember because it's so disconcerting on a day like this. Go ahead.
Well, look, it's easy. They targeted a very high-profile, event that was guaranteed to get attention. That is a classic case of terrorism, but